3 to 4 million dogs and cats are euthanized each year, while 2.7 million of them are not adopted. That's a statistic from the humanesociety.org. 37% of cats that enter a shelter are adopted. However, 41% of them are put to death. The remaining ones find their homes that they came from originally. Yet, we still stand around and do nothing about this growing problem. Because of this, we believe that people should adopt shelter pets, because otherwise they'd be put to sleep. That, or they would remain in the wild, causing untold ecological destruction. And because taking in a shelter pet is a blessing that will help you build character and responsibility while providing you with a lifelong companion. Our team has spent countless hours researching this topic, and several of us have adopted some of those 2.7 million cats and dogs and have benefited greatly from them. Luckily, the number of euthanized animals in shelters has decreased from 12 to 20 million per year to 3 to 4 million per year. And our goal is to continue keeping that statistic declining. Today, we will be attempting to convince all of you to adopt Shelter Pet, as they can give so much loving care, but often don't get a chance to. We believe that we, as human beings, have an obligation to care for these animals whom we have domesticated over the last several thousand years. We've reproduced them. We've created this problem, so we have an obligation to halt it. Now, after all of this, we owe them. We owe them love, we owe them care, and it is our turn to give back to the animals that we, quite literally, have created.
Without your help, dogs and cats fit for adoption around the country are put to sleep on a daily basis. According to the American Humane Society, only 25% of dogs and 24% of cats are adopted. This leaves perfectly healthy pets left in shelters, many of which are eventually euthanized. Approximately 3.5 million cats and dogs are killed each year because they cannot be taken care of. The obvious way to combat this problem is to adopt more often. Many people don't realize the influence we have as humans on our pets' fates. My dog Terry, which I love dearly and treat him as if he were part of my own family, may not be allowed today if I hadn't adopted him 10 years ago. Many animals are at risk of dying because of circumstances that we put them in. They may have no control of their situation. It is now time to fix a crisis that we have created. If you do not feel that you have the time or the money to take care of a pet right now, you can still be a valuable asset to our cause. Most shelters are nonprofit and depend on others to help out of their own kindness. There are always opportunities for people like you to volunteer at our local animal shelter. Staff shortage is a major reason why shelters aren't no-kill facilities. As a volunteer, you can save lives by finding 11 homes for pets in waiting. Volunteering at animal shelters may even brighten up your life. Working with animals may ease loneliness, reduce stress, anxiety, depression, promote social interaction, and encourage exercise. As you can see, an increase in pet adoption and volunteer will not only improve the lives of millions of pets, but enhance the lives of people who take care of them. To find out more about shelter volunteer opportunities in your community, visit www.volunteermatch.org.
Here is a short clip from a video that we found on YouTube that really and truly shows how much you can help stray or abandoned animals.
When the rain is blowing in your face to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, and I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. But you,
Where's the little
no, there's
baby?
nothing that I
Where's the little baby? Where's the
to make you feel my
Let
love.
me see. Hello.
We may love our animals and companions. There is no doubt that they may cause problems to the environment when left unattended. There are hundreds of millions or more feral cats in the wild, with at least 60 million living in the U.S. here alone, 12 million in Australia, and 1 million in Britain. Feral dogs and cats pose a safety threat to you and your family, as well as other animals in the environment. Stray dogs pose a serious threat to many small game and may feed on fruit crops and house cats and sometimes even domesticated animals, like your dog in your house right now. In the Galapagos Islands, feral animals have seriously injured the populations of tortoises, iguanas, and birds to almost an extinct level. And here at home in the United States, feral animals chase and feed on native animals and birds here. Feral dogs in the wild compete with wolves and other medium-sized animals in the wild, all because people like you don't go out and adopt from your local animal shelter. Feral dogs compete in the wild against wolves and other medium-sized animals, all because people like you don't go out and get a dog from your local animal shelter. The taxpayer money to euthanize an animal takes somewhere between $200 and $400. Personally neutering your pet for yourself is between $45 and $145, and spaying your pet is somewhere between $50 and $150. Both procedures are affordable and go an extremely long way in terms of economic benefits and environmental benefits. If you adopt from the Humane Society right here in Statesboro, you can get your animal fixed for an even lower cost of $20 with the fixed voucher promotion they're known for. So head down to the local animal shelter and start filling out some paperwork.
80% of the estimated 600 million dogs in the world are considered strays. The vast majority are under semi-supervision. They have some form of home, which they visit from time to time for food, shelter and companionship, but mostly roam freely in public areas. The rest, ownerless or permanent strays, have limited human interaction, usually die young, and are usually unable to produce or successfully look after puppies. These dogs are rarely born strays. They are often thoughtlessly abandoned by humans. Stray dogs can cause many problems: the spread of disease, bites on humans and livestock, road accidents, fouling, noise, and can provoke fear through threatening behavior. The World Society for the Protection of Animals, WSPA, aims to support humane methods of population control and to encourage people to take responsibility for these animals.
Adopting a sheltered animal can help you develop a sense of responsibility and character while building a relationship with your pet. Sheila, who's a frequent volunteer for the SPCA, the Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, said that she's recently seen her own boys benefit from caring for sheltered animals. She stated in her article, Act of Kindness, Serving the SPCA, on January 30th, 2013, that sometimes actively caring for animals helps more boys connect with their compassionate side and think of the ways that animals and people should be treated. She will always emphasize doing service projects with younger kids in order for them to learn at a younger age. She makes the project informative and fun so the kids enjoy themselves and they learn from the experience and benefit. Caring for a sheltered animal allows you to learn from them while they develop a whole new relationship with their new owner, which is you. Katerina Demidova said in an article, 9 Amazing Benefits of Owning a Pet, on March 1st, 2013, that pets need to be taken care of. They need to be fed, groomed, bathed, and there are other responsibilities that you should look after. All this can help you build character, because you won't only learn how to do these things for your own pet, but you'll learn how to take responsibilities on your own. Kids are often taught responsibilities, discipline, and organizational skills by having pets. Demidova continued in her article by saying, taking care of pets makes people cultivate patience. Feeding your pet, grooming it, bathing it, this all requires lots of patience. Thus, owning a pet makes you more responsible and a more patient person and a calm person overall as well. Pets can easily and quickly become a member of your family, and pets can also intervene when tensions rise. Plus, they can also be great stress busters in very stressful times.
Here at our home, we have 3 rescue dogs. We have Cora, the fluffy shepherd-looking dog on the left, who was rescued from Subway. She was dropped off at the front door of the Subway over there by campus, and one of my roommates was working there at the time, managed to rescue her. The one on the left, that's Boss. Boss is a great dog. He's a huge goofball. He was rescued from an abusive home. And lastly, we have my dog, Jimmy. Jimmy was rescued from the local humane society here in Statesboro. He's a big, goofy, fluffy dog. I personally adopted Jimmy at a very difficult time of my life, and he helped me through all of that pain and suffering immensely. He's still with me today. I wish I could keep him for the rest of my life. As we have learned today, adopting a pet is more than just bringing home an animal. It's bringing a new family member into your life. Taking them out of the wild and bringing them into your home spares them from being killed off in shelters, while also removing them from a possibly harmful environment and into a warm and loving home. When you save an animal from its impending doom at a shelter, you bring home a new boon to your family. You also help protect the environment by removing invasive species from it, whether it be cats or dogs. On top of all of that, you also are teaching yourself compassion, patience, and developing character for you and your family. All the while pumping revenue into the economy by caring for this animal, as well as saving taxpayer funds for animal control services. Owning an adopted pet has brought myself and my partners joy and satisfaction, as well as a sense of importance that is unrivaled by anything. Having an adoptive pet is having someone who relies on us, who cares about us, no matter what. It's not just any someone, though. It's our pets that we hold close and dear to our hearts.